What's up, man?
I just wanted to ask a question. Why is it
Keep it
not
on the topic.
sufficient? Yeah. So why is it not sufficient for us to go to Lisan al-Arab for the definition
Okay.
of Masih? When
How do you know
Allah
that
Azza wa
Lisan
Jal,
Arab?
let me just land
Okay,
first of all.
okay.
When Allah Azza wa Jal says, "Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyyan la'allakum ta'qilun," so Allah Azza wa Jal states
Okay.
that it's a
Boss,
Qur'an
can you
that's
repeat what my
revealed in
argument
Arabic.
was?
So you're saying,
How do you know Lisan Arab gave you the right definition of Messiah if the Quran doesn't define it for you?
so okay, that doesn't just because the Quran
Okay, let me
doesn't
repeat it
define
again. Let's see if you got it.
Yeah,
You
I
went to
understand. You're
Lisan
saying,
Arab.
how
Well, let
do
me
you know
repeat
the
it so
Quran?
people. Yeah, well, let me repeat it
Should
so
I
people
still
can
make it?
understand. How do you know when Lisan al-Arab tells you this is the meaning of Messiah, that they're right when the Quran doesn't define it?
Yeah, like other dictionaries.
There we go.
Yeah, what's the
Okay, you have
problem
the
with that?
patience of saying. How do you know that the dictionaries are correct in telling you Messiah means this in Arabic when the Quran in Arabic doesn't tell you what it means? Where did it get that
Yeah, so the
information from?
dictionaries are basically telling us how people defined it at that time. Your
Who?
same
And where did they
argument will
get the
be
information from?
Yeah,
Can I just
are
finish?
they infallible?
The same argument will apply to you, by the way. You know that.
No,
That's the
I'm not making
Tuquoque.
that
How
argument.
do you know?
That's
How
the
do you know in
Tuquoque.
Hebrew Adonai means one?
Oh,
How
so
do you
you're
know
getting
that?
it from the Bible. So you're getting
Or
it from
God?
the Bible.
How do you know? Sorry, how do you know that Adonai means God?
Boss,
Well, that's what
because
the Hebrew
unlike
word
you,
means.
and by the way, let me just explain.
So
Unlike
that's
you,
what the Arabic word means.
boss, let me
No, it
answer
doesn't.
for Jay. Let me take care of him.
Yeah.
So
Because
how do
unlike
you know
you,
that?
can I answer your
You have to
question?
now.
Unlike
Can I just
you,
land? Can I just land,
unlike
please?
you, we Christians, we look to the Old Testament, understand the New Testament, because unlike you, we don't say the Old Testament's corrupt. But you're telling me the Bible is corrupt, but then you go to my Bible to bail out the Quran, and then when I tell you, well, the Bible contradicts the Quran, oh, but your Bible's corrupt. Do you understand
That's
what
not
my
answering
argument
my
is?
question, though, Bruce.
Boss,
That's not answering
how
my
do you
question.
know what Messiah
My question
means?
is,
But you're not
you
going to
would
answer.
now
You're going to
need
answer with a question.
Yeah.
No. I've asked you. I've already provided an answer. I'm
What
now
was the
asking you,
answer?
and I'm saying
You said
my answer was
dictionaries.
Lisan al-Arab and other dictionaries, as they will
Okay,
now
are
narrate to us.
they inspired?
No, they're not inspired.
Okay,
No.
so the Quran doesn't tell you, right?
No, the Quran doesn't tell us. No.
Okay.
And so now you're relying on uninspired text, right?
Yeah, just like how you lot are.
It doesn't matter if I have a different paradigm. What my approach
So
to
why
linguistics
is it problematic for me and not problematic
Sam,
for
why is
you?
it problematic?
Okay, one more time, because my argument went back to your Quran presupposes the scriptures in order to help make sense out of the Quran, as well as what the Jews and Christians believed, derived from those scriptures, which means the Quran needs my Bible. My Bible doesn't need the Quran. So when I then challenge you to show you your Quran depends on the Bible, you'll then tell me, yes, we go to the Bible insofar as it agrees with the Quran, but then the Bible is corrupt when it contradicts the Quran. Hence the dilemma.
No, not necessarily. I'm saying just as how, because for example, in the Old Testament, there is not a definition for every single word
That's not my argument
in the
either.
Old Testament. So
It's
just
not the
as how
argument.
you don't see that as a problem.
Okay,
I'm
let
not
me
seeing it as a
restate
problem.
the question. Okay.
Oh
The
my God, you
Jews are
restated
waiting
it
for the
3
Messiah.
times,
Yeah,
pal.
no,
Come on, give it
because
up.
buddy, you
Give
want
it
to
a
be
rest.
sent out of here? Okay. The Jews are waiting for the Messiah. The Jews are waiting for the Messiah because their Hebrew Bible says Messiah will come. I'm asking you, if I'm a Jew and I want to,
What does Messiah mean?
that's exactly my question to you. So what does it mean?
Like I said, in Lisan al-Arab, in the Arabic dictionaries.
You got someone else, Jay? This guy's gonna argue in a circle.
It comes from wiping, one of the words.
Common wiping, one of the words.
Wiping.
Yeah, wiping.
It comes from wiping. Yeah, going potty.